working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Ihmir Smith-Marsette now from his end zone.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action here. Mond. Flush to his right.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mond now off of play action.
Buying time to his left. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
26-yard line.
Mond to the air on 1st and 10. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mond going to throw it. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Cook.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play.
It's now 3rd and goal.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kellen Mond, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now the try here for the extra point. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
All right, we're talking new football here. We're talking new models, new paradigms, new ways of looking at things. They score, line up for the PAT, fake it, and go up 8-0. I'm kind of at a loss here because If I'm going to go for two, I'm going to ask him to put the ball on the 2-yard and bring my offense out.
Exactly. Opening drive of the game, faking it is bold enough from the 15. That's quite another thing.
I know a lot of people fall back on analytics, but still, I think that person would tell you, put your offense in and go from the 2, not from the 15.
Still got it, though.
Yes, they did. Give them credit.
They go play action here on first down.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll look to throw.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
1st down, Broncos.
On play action, they'll throw.
This will be caught. Jeudy.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Williams.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They get it to him running left. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. McManus's point after is good. And this is now a 1-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From the end zone is Smith-Marsette.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now 3rd and 10, they had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Now Williams running left. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
It's a pickup of 3.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Denver. Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips, and then he breaks.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is down to 2.
16. Broncos 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From the end zone is Smith-Marsette.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
1st and 10 at the 39.
Off the play fake, Mond.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. He'll drop to throw.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
At the 41, a gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mond. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Now Mond.
Escaping the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A giant hole up the middle.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's another Vikings first down.
They'll run for it with Cook. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Picking up a 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Mond forced out to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kellen Mond with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. K.J. Hamler returning it. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is down to 2.
23. Broncos 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From the end zone is Smith-Marsette. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
On 2nd and 9, Mond. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
On 1st down, here's Mond.
Rolling to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Here's Mond.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
B.C. Johnson.
His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Out for the PAT, here's Sloman.
And that makes it a 9-point game. They're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's got his tight end fan. Touchdown, Broncos.
Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to 2.
Broncos 28. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From the end zone is Smith-Marsette. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He's got a man complete. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Mond.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. Hamler now to return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
He'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, Williams might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Daniil Hunter on the stop. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They run it again with Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And McManus able to put it through. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. Now, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They run it again with Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The tackle by Draymond Jones.
They go play action here. Mon sliding out of the pocket. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's Mon. They're going for it. Looking deep downfield. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, They have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there.
Broncos 31.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Hamler now to return it.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal.
Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area. So no grounding call.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Mon now off of play action.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mon flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Looking long for Thomas.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
This is the tight end Fant. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Denver.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. The throw over the middle taken in. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A huge play there for Denver.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Williams again. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From the end zone is Smith-Marsette. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the 44, Mond. Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mond rolling to his right. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Mond out of the shotgun.
It's caught. In the end zone, touchdown, Minnesota.
B.C. Johnson
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Hamler now to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus now for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Broncos 51, Vikings 42. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
game. Brings up second and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now back to throw.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
Do what you do.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. He's at the 50.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Bond going to throw it.
Flush to his right. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
Mond to the air on 1st and 10.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the 1st quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
That'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Williams, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try and turn
The Chargers now on the clock.
My dog Rio, you a bitch.
Yo,
What up?
shit. I'm about to fuck the league over these 2 picks though.
What you going with your first pick?
Richard Newsom.
What's in here?
He cold.
That was my pick.
Yes, sir. That nigga is about to be cold.
He cold as fuck.
Water.
What's like small?
Huh?
Who's the one?
Who is who?
Sonic's mom.
Yeah, Rio, that's a nice pick there, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Who's Sonic's mom?
Damn, Rio.
What?
Daddy, who is
That's who I was
Sonic's
gonna get.
mom? Daddy, who is Sonic's
Malachi, I don't
mom?
know.
Sonic's mom is nine o'clock.
Okay.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
That was so good.
I guess I'll get the next what you call it? Damn, Rio.
Yes, sir. I had to get that nigga.
Took that nigga right off the top of my draft board. That nigga fast too, boy. I'm gonna go get the other fast one. I don't care about none of that.
It's just, let's see what you do. Yeah.
Yeah, cornerback, but 98 speed.
Let's see what you can do up here.
You drafted somebody else?
Yeah, Tyreek Townsend.
Oh, no, get out of my house.
98
Fast,
speed.
huh?
Yep.
House.
Trying to see who the fuck Mike got. I'm gonna have to draft a Mike too.
Go.
What up, Benson?
Yeah, I hear you.
Who he told you to get? Don't get that nigga nobody good, bro.